My name is RJ, and my presentation is on wind energy. So, what is wind energy? Wind energy is the use of air to generate energy by recycling natural air in the Earth's atmosphere. The first sighting of wind energy was founded in the 1830s. An electric generator was the first invention to be created for the scientists to get a better understanding on how wind energy is going to be producing electricity. Denmark was the first country that had the first sighting of modern wind power. The first wind turbine was created in 1891 and started operating in 1897. The main purpose of the wind energy is to slowly reduce the use of fossil fuels, but still produce energy more naturally and healthy for the environment. So for the images, this is basically the rundown on how turbines work. So air pushes the fan of the turbine, which then is able to produce energy for it. Then the turbine sends the energy towards the generator, which then sources energy throughout parts of the environment or a certain part of an environment. So what are some examples of wind energy? The wind turbine is the main machine that is used to create energy. The first turbine that was ever created was by an American inventor named Charles F. Brush. He created the turbine to generate natural electricity. A rotor is connected to the blade of the turbine. From there, air pressure helps to start spinning the blade of the turbine. A rotor is connected to a generator. The blades are spun depending on the pressure of the air. The wind helps start up the engine of the turbine, which makes it produce energy. Turbine's main purpose isn't just to produce energy without the use of any sort of fossil fuels, but is also known to pump water and reduce pollution. So the image on the left is the first wind turbine to ever be created, and for the second image is basically the inside of the wind turbine and what is connected to it and how it's generated. So there are two types of turbines that are used. There are vertical axis wind turbines and there are horizontal wind turbines. The more common one is going to be the horizontal, as the second photo onto the left. Vertical wind turbines are used to reduce space, but it does not produce the same amount of energy as a horizontal wind turbine would produce. Turbines are the more common form of wind energy, and manufacturers and scientists are still testing ways to make it more efficient for the world throughout time. To add on, there are offshore wind turbines and there are onshore wind turbines as well. Around 66,000 wind turbines are producing natural energy for certain places around the world. In the Bay Area alone, there are close to 6,000 wind turbines producing energy for over 2.3 million homes. In the early 1980s, the first wind project took place in Livermore, California. It was considered to be the first mass production for wind turbines. To add on, it was the first site of new technology for people. The farm covered 400 acres of land, which is enough to power 47,000 homes in Alameda County. As of 2021, Alameda County replaced over 570 turbines that normally generated 100 kilowatts each, with 23 new turbines that each produce 2.5 megawatts of power. So for the images, this is basically a view of what the turbines look like passing in Livermore, California, which is pretty interesting. So what is the purpose of wind energy? The main purpose of wind energy is to reduce the usage of fossil fuels. From a car taking you to point A to B to a heater in your house keeping you warm, these are a few examples of fossil fuels being used in our everyday lives. Around 81% of America's energy usage comes from oil, natural gases, and coal. Factories are also known for burning natural gases into the atmosphere as well, causing the air to be polluted. It is no secret that pollution is one of the leading causes of climate change. Wind energy is more of a healthier alternative to producing energy. If we were to incorporate more wind turbines into people's everyday lives, it could slowly reduce pollution throughout the world. The main purpose of wind turbines is to provide a healthier alternative for producing energy while eliminating the use of natural gases. So, for the first image, this is basically the first wind farm to be created onshore, which is basically like a manufacturer kind of just reducing more pollution. And for the second image, this is basically what a normal factory would do to our environment. It's basically polluting our air, and it's not very good, as pollution is well known to be the known cause for climate change. And turbines are slowly reducing it, slowly but surely, but in a way that factories are still being energized the same as with the use of natural gases. So how is wind energy beneficial towards the economy? The main benefit that wind energy provides is that it gives our environment a cleaner and more efficient way to provide our energy without the use of any type of fossil fuels. Other than just providing clean air for our environment, it's also known that it's beneficial for our economy by being a resource that gives our economical growth. Since wind power is the lowest price source of energy to be provided to the economy, it saves it saves the economy $20 billions at the same time powering 9% of the United States power. Wind energy provides over 120,000 jobs relating to the wind industry. If the US start to expand wind turbines more around the world, there would be close to 100,000 more jobs by the year of 2050. So in conclusion, wind energy is more than just a turbine. Wind energy is a way to provide energy in a more cost-effective and a safe way for our environment. Wind energy is also effective for our economy as it is also provides thousands of job opportunities relating to wind turbines. Global warming is still rising to this day, and pollution levels are increasing throughout the world. If people were to understand the concept of wind energy and how beneficial it is to the world, then they could take into consideration on how beneficial and effective wind turbines would be throughout the years. Wind energy is expected to expand its creations throughout the years, hoping to reduce pollution and slow down climate change while eliminating the use of fossil fuels. And that's the end of my presentation.